Hello everybody and welcome back to Lucky by Nature. The TLC patch has been dropped, and so I'm going to be showcasing the Procoptodon. Right off the bat, I like the way this version looks. Much better than before, but looks is definitely not the most important part. The kangaroo has been pretty useless in the past, except to glitch into other people's buildings until that got patched, but other than that, it was not very useful in my opinion. So now let's take a ride, and I want to check out these jumping abilities. Because I mean, it used to jump pretty good before, but now that we can aim, holy smokes, look at that. I figured that they were going to pretty much mimic, oh, let me look and see what kind of damage we did here. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so now I'm going to try to see if I can jump from this building to the other. It's just for fun. Holy smokes, look at that. Oh, I missed. I totally would have made it too. That is pretty fun. And yeah, I figured that it would be like the Reaper. Alright, so now what I like is that they made changes to the actual jump. Because on my Reaper I used to over jump, but look, now we can hit the jump button again and we go straight down, which is fantastic because on my Reaper, I actually landed on the pink stuff when I was going through one of the caves, the one that's in the radiation zone. But now, you can just, boom, go straight down if you see that you're going to overshoot something. That is actually pretty nice. So that's definitely a positive change. And this should be true for everything that jumps really far, like the Carquinos and, like I said, the Reaper. But now let's go ahead and take a look at the knockback. Alright, so as you can see, I haven't been fighting these guys very long, but the thing that I was most worried about was the Therizino, but as you can see, can't touch me, this is really nice. So finally, this is not so useless and so wimpy, I guess you could say, because yeah, before all you could do is basically run away, and that kind of sucked. And then the pouch was not very good either. Now let's see, you know, what kind of stuff we can actually defend ourselves from. Let me see how much I can knock this guy back here. Of course, you know, we would just be knocking each other back. But there's a big difference between these two, obviously, because you can really run away with the Procoptodon really quick. Although that big dino is pretty quick too. But it doesn't hurt anything, where the kangaroo does, so that's pretty nice. Now let's go after something else, something bigger. Alright, this is what I wanted to see. I wouldn't take on the Giga, of course, because that would be kind of crazy. But this one I'm worried because I just want to see what kind of knockback it does to it, because I know the tail should hit me just because the area is so large with that darn tail. Yeah, see? So that's alright though, because these guys are pretty slow, but I just wanted to see. I don't know that I would try this on, see, look at that. Yeah, the knockback is not very much. It knocks it back a little bit, so I think we're done with that. I want to look into other things, like maybe let's go and see if we can find an alpha. Not like a Rex or anything like that, because a Rex would still be able to hit us probably, because you know, the head's forward so far. And the Giga, forget it. We would be in a lot of trouble with the Giga. But I think anything smaller, like regular raptors and things like that, I think it should be able to handle no problem. Alright, so there's a raptor right there, an alpha, and those are pretty bad. You know, they can really ruin your day. And I got a little hit there, but I think if I got it in the water there, it should give me a little time to prepare myself. But look at that, it's not even touching me, which is awesome. Of course, you know, it would take quite some time to kill one of these guys, so at the very least, you can knock it back and just haul booty. And look at this, just jump across. It can jump so far, while that thing is just barely moving in the water. And we can go up cliffs or anything, so that's fantastic. Now let's see if we can pick stuff up without getting off, and that's really nice. I did try to pick stuff up that was wild, and you can't do that, so just FYI. But now I wonder if we can actually like be running and pick up a human, right? I mean, that I would be curious, because if they're in trouble, you know, one of your buddies is in trouble, and you could be hauling butt like this, and while they're running, you can just swipe them and put them into your pouch, I'm thinking. I mean, obviously you can do that with these little guys, but that would be pretty sweet. Let me see if this thing falls down. Nope, it didn't fall down. So they did a better job with the pouch. That's for darn sure. Alright, let's try to pick up Vixen here. It doesn't work. Nope. It ain't happening. Alright. So now Vixen's gonna have to just get in there on her own. Now let's see if she falls off, because like I said, that was a big problem in the past. Let me take a huge jump. She didn't fall, that's good, but now let's see. Oh, she fell. So it looks like if you hit an angle like that, you're gonna pop right out. I'm not sure that I like that. That kind of sucks, to be honest. And a lot of times if you're running away from something, I mean, you're gonna hit a side of the hill or something like that, and they're gonna pop out. Let's see if we can still go through building walls. It doesn't look like it. Try again. Nope. So at least that's good to go, and I guess Vixen's gonna go and do her thing. But now what I want to look at is the babies. That's right, they did changes to where you can put babies in there, so let's take a look at that. Alright, so let me see what all I can pick up. Let's try one of these little ovis, and look at that. I was able to put it in there. That looks pretty funny, actually. Well, if I can put this in, I mean, I should be able to put in like a dillo, right? Because that's the one thing that always made me mad, is how come we can't lift up dillos? They're not that big, and they definitely don't look that heavy. So let's put this down, and there's some dillos over here. The ovis is much bigger than this, so let's see. Nope. It doesn't look like it. See, I don't understand that. Like, why in the heck did they do this to us? Let me go over here and try to pick one of these guys up. Maybe a dodo? Yeah, I got it. Nice. That's pretty cool, because you don't have to get off and use the pickup option. So that's pretty cool. And let me look at this. Of course, we already know that the Listro can... Hey, what the heck? Why did I pick that one up? Maybe I have to be further forward? Maybe? Did that do it? Oh, yeah. Okay, so pretty much things that are right between your legs and not too far forward. That's what it looks like anyway. So now that we know what we can put in here, like the beetle should be able to go in there nicely. You cannot pick up any birds. I know that. I tried. Let me see if I can pick up one of our peeps that are sleeping. Nope. Doesn't look like it. So they're pretty much screwed if they end up getting kicked from the game during a battle. They're pretty much screwed, because we can't do anything for them. Oh well, let's move on to the babies. Alright, so I have a Rex and a Carno. An aberrant Carno. But I think this should be oh dang, twins. This should be a pretty good example here to see what we can put in there. Well, what I'm thinking is that probably the Carno would be the biggest thing we can possibly put in there as far as babies go. And of course, I don't know how long we would be able to put them in there for. I would imagine that if they start growing up at a certain point, maybe when they turn juveniles, maybe they come out because they don't have any choice because they're getting too big. I'm not really sure, so you know what? We are gonna have to do some testing. Alright, now they're close enough, so now let's see what all I can pick up. And it looks like it's just the Carnos. Yep, 2 Carnos. Okay, so now we know. I mean the that's so cute. Look at that little dude sitting in there. According to the notes, the babies that are imprinted while carried in the pouch give you more affinity. So I imagine that would give you more points when you imprint on them. But really, all you would get is maybe 1 imprint while they're little enough. So now, what I want to find out is how long does it take for them to not be able to get in there? And I do believe that the Carno's probably the biggest one that can go in. So that's why let's make sure. We're at 7.3%. Now let's try at 7.4. As you saw at 7.3, you can still pick it up. At 7.4, you cannot. So it looks like that's its max. So once they reach 7.4, they're gonna come out, and you can no longer put them in the pouch. Are you gonna be using a Procoptodon due to these changes? Let us know. But that's it for us. So until next time, keep surviving.
My work saved the human race.